Hey, what's up everyone? Watch this video here for Wednesday, February 5th. Big gap up in this SPY today, very strong day. The Dow, I think, was up over 400 points at the close. I got a highlight for those of you who didn't make it today. Look at Tesla. Look at Tesla. After the gap up, this is what I love about Wayne. For me, Tesla made a move like this yesterday and then gaps up. I'm thinking I'm probably not trading Tesla today. And let me show you 2 minute candles so you can understand the setup. Right there. So the early high, 887.72, right? Sells off pretty big, comes back up, hits 880. Not just a whole number, but a whole number divisible by 10, right? I might be off, it might be off like a dime or a nickel or something, but to me, Tesla trades at this point $2 or $3 at a time. So basically, I look at that chart and say it hit 880, and then it started to come right back up. Wayne called it long over 880, not just because it's some random whole number, but it's a whole number divisible by 10. Red to green is right above it, and the high of day is right above that on a stock that just shorts have just had their asses handed to them. There's no other way to put it. So anyway, look at this. From 880, these are 2 minute candles. It goes to 940. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. About 12 minutes, maybe 14 minutes. It goes up $60 a share. I know I saw one guy in chat made 10 grand. Nice trade, James. But what a great call. I did not participate in this. I was trading something else. And like I said, I kind of already resigned myself to the fact that Tesla's, stupid ahead of itself, and it ended up being an amazing call. Hats off to Wayne. Look what it did by the end of the day here. Last 10 minutes, so falls from like 960 to it falls like $100 in 10 minutes or so. I'll probably be leaving this one alone for a while. I actually did trade it once today, but didn't get much out of it. I think I took it through 920 here, and I got like $3 a share, which was okay, but nothing like $60 a share like some of these guys were all over. Anyway. An idea that I had because Tesla was ripping, had Blink, BLNK on watch, and you had the 2-day high right there. When it started to come back up on the next candle that I'm hiding, I said over the mic, I like this one as a 2-day high break. And it ended up going from, which was about 215 or 216, it ended up going to 270 at one point. Sadly, I traded this once later in the day too. I did a limit of 216. The ask was 215. And my order just sat there. I wouldn't mind even some feedback hearing from people. Ever since everyone's gone to zero commissions, the fills suck. And I don't know if it's just me. I've heard other people in chat with different brokers say it too. I don't know if they're shopping our orders out there or what, but the fills, I've had market orders just sit there. So they say there's no such thing as a free lunch. Something's going on. Ever since free commissions, the fills are terrible. I don't know if anyone else, I'd like to hear back from people and see if you agree. Anyway, so there's a couple highlights. And one of the best ones of the day too was Dylan in chat called LLIT. It was on the gap playlist, right? And it starts to curl back up here. And again, you've got the open right there at 80.50. So you've got a half number inflection point also right at the red to green. High of day, not that far above. Dylan gave the red to green idea through 80.50. And look at that. When you get around these catalysts, man, they just rip. What a great call by Dylan. Went from his call of 83.50. I don't know what the high was probably right here. 86, 88 maybe. Another great call. Anyway, what are we watching for tomorrow? This probably should be on watch. I haven't put that on my list right now. I'm going to put LLIT on watch. I mean, it's a big breakout, but sometimes the next day it goes again, right? On a red to green or something like that. But let's go to Blink. I'm going to start with Blink because electric cars are starting to become a theme, obviously, with Tesla going crazy. BLNK does charging stations, and it's going to catch some attention tonight with this big volume and a fairly strong close. 200 days right around 248, something like that. So it kind of closed right there. Anyway, we're going to watch that one tomorrow. LLIT, big breakout today. Closing off its highs, but we're going to put that one on watch. PBYI, big move today and a strong close. If you go to intraday, you can kind of really see how that all happened this afternoon. So we definitely want to keep that one on watch. LITE, talked about that. We'll look for a follow-through day there. UPS, I'm going to put back on bounce watch. Now, I had it on bounce watch because of these 3 big red days down. But then it gapped up today. The interesting thing to me, though, if you know me at all, you know the gaps up take, to me, some of the oomph out of a bounce play that's already down several days in a row. I would prefer them to gap down the next day, and a lot of times you get a really strong rally. But the gap up, I didn't even trade this one today. But it closed about where it opened, and it topped out 103.86, so very close to 104. And if you look at yesterday's high, it's 104.48. So you might have over 104 whole number inflection point with the previous day's high not far away. So that's kind of what I'm thinking on UPS that might give me that setup. ICE, fell from like 102 down through 92. I did play a PFPD in this today and got like $1 on some shares on that bounce. But really nice, if you look to the left from where this closed, really nice support, right? It spent 3 or 4 months in this area, so that might be overdone. I'm going to put that on bounce watch. LLIT, I did want to have a coronavirus play on watch, and this has fallen 3 days in a row, a little bit of a bottoming tail. I'm going to put that one on bounce watch. MGEN, I believe is in that same camp, and had a huge move, and it's come back down to the 20-day. That's also another pretty good setup for a potential bounce tomorrow, only with the proper intraday setup. A little sleeper pick, NBEV, NBEV. I made a killing on it this day when it was, I don't know. I get them confused. I get my Jenners confused. Either Kylie Jenner or Kendall Jenner, or was it Bruce Jenner? Wait, there is no Bruce Jenner. I don't know. 2020 has me. I'm Clint Eastwood on the front porch in Gran Torino. I don't understand most of what's going on anymore. But anyway, this was one of the Jenners. Said they had their drink every morning and it had a really nice pop, and it's done nothing ever since, but a little extra volume today and a fairly strong close. So we're going to watch that one. And then lastly, WWR, nothing pretty here, but in after hours, this is closed, I think, around $3.40. So possible gap and go tomorrow. I think it's also a small float. I'm done babbling. I'll see y'all in chat tomorrow. Have a good night.